welcome to Let's North Sea. Today we're in Zwolle in the Netherlands, where we're going to join the North Sea Region Catch Project, where they are having their final conference. Since 2017, the project has been tackling urban water management in cities across the region.
Welcome to this beautiful city of Zwolle.
The Catch Project is about how to deal with heavy rainfall. Therefore, we use the theory of the water-sensitive city. That's how we make cities more livable, resilient, sustainable and productive.
We staan hier bij het Catch-project Tinkeltjesplein.
In a series of innovative pilot projects, Catch has been helping create multi-use urban areas from the Netherlands to the Nordics that also act as water catchments. In the Danish city of Zwolle, an old football field was re-engineered to become a climate and activity park that also acts as a basin to mitigate flooding. In Arvika, Sweden, flood mitigation efforts included ways to corral pollutants and nutrients that were being washed into the lake by floodwaters. The project has also created a tool to help cities become more water resilient.
We noticed that the mid-sized city were really struggling with how to begin. How do we actually make something for our city? So therefore we developed a tool that made you, it's really kind of process tool, where to start, what's your problem, what have you going to do about it, what are all your stakeholders, what is it all about. And to forget nothing, we make a really good structure in our tool. It's really the adaptation cycle, and I think that really helps cities.
Climate change was the topic at the conference, with blunt warnings about the steep costs we will all face if we're too slow to act or we do nothing at all.
Climate change and extreme weather is about damage. Damage that people experience that are in the middle of those extremes. So they have a loss of property value and they try to claim that at the insurance company, those losses. So it's about money, and prevention is about preventing this loss. We want people to discover that working on climate adaptation is a way to save money and to protect your property.
People attending the conference also heard that at the European Union level, it is all hands on deck to fight climate change.
This is only the beginning of what's upon us. And it's crucial that we prepare for these future climate threats. The challenge, I think, is the speed of climate change and the fact that we really need to have in all our activities, we have to include climate change. The way spatial planning, our transport, our electricity system, everything we need to consider. We have a lot of work to do. We really have to work hard because, regrettably, climate is changing fast. And the longer we wait, the more damage we will achieve, and even people dying because of extreme floods. It's not nice, so this is a real incentive to act.
The Catch Project is finding different and unique ways to spread awareness, even bringing experts on board to create a mobile escape room, an escape room with an important message.
The most difficult thing is that we're used to creating fun experiences. So when we got the challenge to create a fun experience with something that actually isn't that much fun, it was a big challenge.
Eventually, they settled on a flooding scenario where players had to beat the escape room to evacuate the city.
And you're being introduced with measures you can take yourself. So some puzzles are fun, and some they are going to show like, okay, if you're going to take this measure, then you will have a better outcome. So if you put in those outcomes, it will open the door.
In 2017, the project included drought in its water resiliency strategies. 5 years later, it's never been more pertinent.
It wasn't that obvious to use a theory of drought because we had that with rain events. But I think now, when you see all these years, drought is really becoming an issue. So not only our project at the beginning, but also the climate change is really changing. So I think
It's become more relevant, yeah.
It becomes more relevant, yeah.
Critical in the fight against climate change in Europe is the Interreg community.
Climate adaptation, climate mitigation can only be achieved if everyone is involved, and we use all our capacities in working together and finding new solutions. And I think we heard in the Catch project, learning from each other is key. And I therefore think this Interreg, this cooperation is really important to achieve this climate resilience in the future.
Also crucial to Catch's success was funding from the North Sea
I think
region.
the North Sea region, the funding was really important to start up this project, because we were all thinking, what are we going to do? And because of the funding, we had the time to discuss some things with each other and to set a really good fundament under our project and to make it all work.